Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Sudoku Tree. I am Rusty. We are going to solve a Sudoku puzzle, and that's kind of the entire point here. Well, we're going to attempt to solve it. I've failed on it before. A little bit late start today, so let's see, 60, 70, 80. Let's go with 80 seconds of delay because it's it's not that many minutes late, but close enough. All right. Timer is running. I've got another, in a few moments here, 60 seconds worth. There it is. Looks like no solar activity for me today. In the form of aurora or obvious solar weather issues. We are past the Perseids peak now, which means they pretty much went away. Another 10 seconds now. There we go. All right. One of these two is a 1. Down here, one of these two is a 1. Got 3 possibilities here, 4 here, kind of wide open here, 3 possibilities here. All right, on to 2s. Get a 2 here and a 2 here. One of these two is going to be a 2, not a 1. I've got 4 possibilities for a 2 there, 3 possibilities here, 5 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and wide open here. All right, how about 3s? We got a 3 here. We end up with 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here, and 4s. One of these two is a 4. I got 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 6 possibilities here, 4 here, and everything's available there and here. All right, on to 5s. We have a 5 here. That gives me 2 possibilities for a 5 here. Here we end up with 4 possibilities, 4 possibilities, 6 possibilities, 6 possibilities there and here. 5 possibilities here and here. All right, 6s. We've got a 6 here and here. Gives us 2 possibilities for a 6 here. This one says, actually, we end up with 2 possibilities here. Here we've got 5 possibilities, 4 possibilities here, and 4 possibilities here. 7s. Oh, we got 2 possibilities for a 7 here. Four possibilities here, 2 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here. All right, 8s. We got an 8 here and here, making this into an 8. This 8 says there's 3 8s here, or 3 possibilities for an 8 here, 4 possibilities for an 8 here. This one can't be an 8, so one of these two is an 8. That changes down here to one of these two is an 8. That 8 says this is going to be an 8 when taken into consideration with this one. That means we've got 2 possibilities for an 8 here, which blocks one of those, so that's an 8. 2 possibilities for an 8 here, which blocks one of these, so that's an 8. And it looks like we get to work on 9s and come back to this. Well, one of these 2 is a 9. Got 4 possibilities here so far. 4 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. And here. Oop, no, I don't have 4 here. I've got 2 possibilities here. And we get a solve of a 9 here. That means one of these 2 is a 9. Got 3 possibilities here. And I do have 4 possibilities here. All right, let's review some of the ones that, since I've now got a couple of 8s on the board, a couple of 9s, or a 9 at least. Let's run through the numbers beginning. So we got a 1, 6, or a 1 pair of 1s possible there. 3 possible 1s here. And all of these are possible. 3 possibilities there. One of these 3 would potentially be a 1. Got the 2 possibilities for a 1 here. And it looks like that's all I can window out of 1s for now. 2s. This gets to be a 2. And that I should have noticed earlier. Turns this one into a 5. So now I've got 4 possible 2s, your places for a 2 there. 3 possible places for a 2 here. 2 possible places there. 2 possibilities here. 2 here. Still have 5 possibilities here. But we're in a better position. Okay, 4s. Well, we got a 4 there, so that's going to be a 4. One of these 2 is a 4. One of these two is a 4, which we already saw. I've got 4s in one of these, or a 4 in one of these, 4. And one of these 5 is a 4. Before we go any further, we've got 1, 2, this gets to be a 3. Which means one of these two is a 3. One of these, this one is a 3. That makes this a 3. That's not a 3. This is no longer possibly a 3, so that's a 3. And that means one of these two, this one is a 3. All right. Back to 4 possibilities were 4 here, 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities for here, 4 here, 2 here. One of these two is a 4. I have 3 possibilities for 4 here, and 5 possibilities here. All right, 5s. We got a 5 here and here, meaning one of these two is a 5. This 5 gives me 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here. One of these two is a 5. We got 4 possibilities there, 5 possibilities here. 6s. We got a 6 here, 3 possibilities for a 6 here, 3 possibilities for a 6 here. Those two is a 6. One of these two is a 6. Works with that and that. And that are possible. 4 possibilities. 3 possibilities. These two can't be a 6, so I've got 3 possibilities up here. All right, 7s. One of these two will be a 7. It's going to be this one. That means one of these two is a 7. We can clear that earmark. I've got 3 possibilities for a 7 here. We get a 7 here, not a 7 here anymore. One of these 3 is a 7, and one of these 3 is a 7. All right, 8s. 8 here and here means, oh, we got an 8 here and here. All right, 8. So this, no, one of these two is an 8. One of these two is an 8. And that's all I can work with at the moment. So 9s. Got a 9 here. 3 possibilities over here. This one can't be a 9, so one of these two is a 9. Which apparently I'd figured out earlier. All right, one of these two is a 9. That makes one of these 3 a 9. Two possibilities for a 9 there. All right. Time to flood fill everything else in. We've got 2 possibilities for 1 here. 3 possibilities for 1 there. All four of those are possibly a 1. One of these two is a 1. 3 possibilities here. And 2 possibilities for a 1 here. 2s. We got a 2 here and here. One of these two is a 2. This 2 here means one of these 2 here is a 2. We got these 2 here marked already. That 2 there. So one of these 3 is a 2. And up here, 2 is blocked there, so I've got 4 possibilities for 2 here. 3s. Complete here, complete here. Complete here. And here. 3s are all on the board. 4s. These 2 is a 4. Four possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. One of these 2 is a 4. One of these 3 is a 4. And here we've got 4 possibilities. Okay. 5 here. 3 possibilities for 5 here. 4 possibilities for a 5 here. Two possibilities here. Let's work from here. We've got 3 possibilities for a 5 here. And over here, I've got 4 possibilities. Oh, wait. That can't be a 5. I must have cleared earmarks on these 2 for 5s. Okay. Here we've got 4 possibilities. 2 possibilities here. 5 possibilities here. 6s. One of these 2 is a 6. Over here, one of these 3 is a 6. Well, apparently, well, that one can be a 6, so apparently I had not marked it properly. One of these 2, oh, we got a 6 here, so yeah, that's not going to do anything. We got 2 possibilities for a 6 here, 4 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here. All right, 7s. One of these 3 is a 7. These 3 is a 7. I've got 2 earmarked there already. And a 7 there. Okay. 8s. I've got 8 here and here and here and here. 1 here. One of these 2 will be an 8. We've got 2 possibilities there. An 8 here and an 8 here. So now we look at 9s. So over here we've got 3 possibilities for a 9. 2 possibilities here. I've got a 9 here already. I've got 2 possibilities for a 9 there. 3 possibilities here. And 2 possibilities here. So that's everything that we can potentially earmark. And so let's tidy things up, things that no longer are reasonable. Or that are locked in. for example, I've got a 6 in this square along with the 7 and 5, but there's no 6s marked here. And that means I've got 2 possibilities for a 6 that I didn't mark in this square. Actually, I've got 4. So that's one of the other things we need to, or we can check on here. All right. Did we leave anything unchecked or unmarked? All right. There's a 4 here. These are 1/6s. There's a 1/6 there and a 6 there. Okay. 9294. Can't be a 9 here, can't be a 9 in here. Okay, this one's a bit more complicated than I usually see. All right, we got a 191669 combination there. 452, 452, 52. Let's go with the 1 being here, 6 here, 9 here, and see where that leads us. It's a 2 here, 1 4, 1 4 8, 4 8. We've got a standalone 9 here now. So not a 9 there or there. We've got those 2. That one of these 2 is a 9. Okay. 5 6 5 6 doesn't really help much. 5 6 5 6 makes this a 2 though. Gives me a 4 5 pair here. That means this can't be a 5. That's a 2. This can't be a 5. It's a 9. So not a 2 here. This becomes a 2. One 4 1 4 5 4 5 7 1 5 7 4 5 4 5 turns this into a 2. Can't be a 1 already. I got a 1 5 6 4 5 6 1 6 1 4 5. Standalone 1 here now. 5 6 5 6 makes this a 4. 5 6 5 6 5 6 5 6. Okay, let's clean up some of these things that we've been able to narrow down or narrow out. Okay. 5, 6 doesn't work with anything. Or 5, 6, 5, 6. 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 9, 7, 9, 5, 6. Well, we've got a 5, 6, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6 combination here. Let's try this one. Let's flip what we did with the top row and do a 5 here, 4 and 6 here. Gives me a 5 here, 1 here, 4 here, 6 here, 8, 1 here. That turns that into a 4. That turns that into an 8. 5, 6 pair here. Let's clean up the 4 8s and the 4 here. Clean up that 6 there and there. 1 7, 1 7 9 7 9. Not a 1 here. Not a 4 here. So 7 6 or 7 5 pair here. 1 5 pair here, and that's not possible. We are missing a digit. We're missing the 4. All right, so let's back all that out. All right, we could try the 4 here, but we're going to, well, let's go ahead and try the 4 here, see where that leads us. Pair of 4 8s here. Not a 1. Not a 6. This becomes a 1. Not a 1. This is not a 1 or 5. Not a 5. 7 here. 4, 5, 1. 7 here. 6 here. 4 here. We get a 5 6 pair here. 5 9 pair there, meaning this is a 6. Turns that into a 5 and a 6 there. I'm going to make that a 5, not a 4. This becomes a 4 and a 5 here. This becomes an 8. I believe this is now a 5. 7 9. This is a 7 or a 9. A 9, not a 7. This one's a 7. We got a 1 9 or a 9 here, a 5 here, an 8 and a 4 to solve. Yes, it is. 28 minutes and 33 seconds, which is not bad for a hard difficulty puzzle. I hope you had a good time with this morning. I hope you have a great day, and I'm wishing you the very best for the weekend and the week ahead. We'll be back tomorrow. I hope to see you there as well. So